A minute, I will go back to the Spider-Man point because I have a PhD thesis in waiting on this one.
Alright, let me buckle myself into this.
You're thinking of Spider-Man as fighting these bullies. But what you've got to think of, and ultimately Galactus and Thanos are the biggest bullies in the universe. But what you've got to think of is the two creators involved. We're not talking about Stan because Stan just did the words. So, Spider-Man, who has got representative take on the world, which means the lowly individual fighting against the system and fighting against anybody who represents the system or is bucking against the system is a lowly individual because Ditko is, and I've never read any of his stuff, but Ditko is an Ayn Rand disciple.
Yeah,
and he's highly regulated. So he has a very, very Republican sense of values. Yeah. And he is very much that right-wing philosophy, as far as I'm aware. So that's the individual against the system. Jack Kirby is more interested in... Thanos and Galactus represent gods. You should not have the individual fight against gods. Superpowered people against gods. The individual who's Spider-Man can only fight against other individuals or organisations. He has to get down.
That's
so
the Batman.
Well, that is big. Your science lesson for
no, but Batman was
That was the Batman. That's the Batman argument. You can't have a human
Batman
going
wanted to
up
get
against God. Oh well, so you can't ever have him fighting Superman. You can't ever have him outwitting Darkseid.
You can have Batman because Batman was reinvented by Grant Morrison when he took over Justice League as the guy who wasn't.
Yeah,
and that is his function within Justice League to be the guy.
But it's actually how to argue it's a Spider-Man is still that human. He's still that human element that goes.
Yeah. But Spider-Man is us. Batman isn't us. Batman
because the rich, you have all the toys.
Yeah, Batman's got all the toys.
I tell you, they should just have Daredevil appear at the end, slice Thanos off, going, I'm keeping it, and then go off with death.
Let's what do you think? Let's segue into
Black Panther. Let's talk about
Can I say something about Black Panther?
No, go on.
Of course you can.
A friend of mine, right, who was the producer and everything, told me this yesterday, and I just wanted to know if anybody else picked up on it. He told me that Chadwick Boseman, who signed a 7-picture deal,
five
picture deal, is only getting paid like the equivalent of $100,000 per film, where Robert Downey gets paid $750 million.
Nah, I don't.
I'm just saying, he's getting paid very little for a character that the audience has been clamoring for the past 5 years.
I can't believe that they do that. I can't believe equity would allow it for a start.
Oh, yeah, but he's not proven though.
No, but no one's going to earn.
Good actor.
No one's going to earn what Downey earns, obviously.
Well, and obviously,
from an actor's point of view, use that as a negotiating tool if you want to get into a big franchise.
Yeah.
So I'll take this. I'll take the low because I'll make money.
Yeah.
You're completely off camera. I'm barely on camera.
You interrupted me.
Then he's on a base pay plus scale.
That's right.
See, I
Is he on? What's the word? Back end deal. Is he on back end deal?
Well, not scale. So whatever the film makes, he gets a percentage on top.
Well, as I say, it's the opportunity to be in the franchise.
You should be thankful you're in this franchise.
First get paid to be an Iron Man.
That's a good point.
Oh, he got paid very little to be an Iron Man.
Exactly.
He was recruited up into the salon. It's
like any normal job. You go into it, and your first role, you get paid a certain amount. Once you earn your position in it and you become more invaluable to the job, you can earn more money. It's capitalism. It is the way it's going. I don't think race even falls into the category in any way, shape or form. It is just the way that business is done. And so I think everybody has to look at. I don't think Scarlett Johansson is kind of like going to be getting paid the minimum anymore.
No.
She's going to be getting on.
Oh, I don't know, man. You can't pay her no
Exactly.
minimum.
But you can't have someone who's just
Same
going to
thing with Tom
come in.
Hiddleston coming back for Thor 3.
Can
Yeah,
I just use this to just get it in? Come on, Benedict Cumberbatch is Doctor Strange.
Yes. High five.
I'll do that.
So like.
I won't high five, but I will say that's a good one.
Yeah, that is absolutely.
That's fantastic.
I'm loving it. I love the fact that.
Even though it's still not exactly
The way I was really worried about it was when you look at kind of like Tony Stark and you look at Doctor Strange, you remove the Iron Man suit, you remove the mystic gowns, they are almost the exact same person and character, you know, alcoholics, successful, brilliant, what they do, arrogant, and they've got to still portray that, but Benedict Cumberbatch will do it in a very different style to the way Robert Downey Jr. has done it. And I think it is an ultimate, and he has that kind of like mystical look.
Oh yeah, he had that angular face.
And have you seen he did an audition clip for being Smaug in The Hobbit.
Yeah.
And there's a video on it, and he's just got away his neck, kind of like, I think he is going to pull some really, you know, when they go into the trippy mysticism stuff, and he's going, I think you're going to see some really good.
Have you read, and this isn't, I'm not making this up, this comes from have you read the Maybe Playing Dormammu?
Yeah.
No, remember the one with the fiery head.
Jack Jones do Maybe Playing
Vinnie Jones.
No, you're not far off.
What?
Sylvester Stallone.
No.
When I heard that one, I went, no, that's the
like fucking Ghostbusters?
And on that bombshell.
So on that bombshell at the phone read.
We've
So
got Captain Marvel as well.
Oh, yeah.
now the thing about this, right,
No,
is
no,
that
no.
well no, I'm just gonna say, like the thing about this is that if you notice what Marvel is doing is like this Avengers now. Remember we had that big argument about the black Captain America and the female Thor, and now what they got is Black Panther and the female Captain Marvel. So it's kind of like this long plan. But I mean, I've never really liked her as Ms. Marvel. I thought it was, you know, even as a kid, I didn't really like that. So they're really
She's not
jumping
quite
at
wet.
No, well, it was just because they wanted a female Captain Marvel. So with
It wasn't about the
new
age,
now, I'm just saying the present Captain Marvel looks interesting. I don't read the books, and I know she's a part of the
Do
Guardians.
you know what's even better? Ms. Marvel. Ms. Marvel was excellent.
Well, have you seen who they're thinking about casting as Miss Marvel?
Katie Sackhoff.
Emily Bluth.
No. Sharon Step said he wanted Emily Bluth, but
I'm sure
they're
they
talking
got
about Katie Sackhoff.
I'll watch it, she's in it.
Katie Sackhoff.
Don't get me wrong, I love Katie Sackhoff, I think she's awesome.
She's
But
yesterday.
I think Emily Blunt, I mean from
Emily
Edge of
Blunt,
Tomorrow, when I saw her in Edge of Tomorrow and well she played it,
yeah, she's
it was
fantastic.
absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
she's fantastic.
And she pulls off that
Yeah.
hardcore marine attitude.
I would buy into that.
I buy into it.
Yeah, but Casey Sackhoff is Starbuck.
Yeah,
But that's
Yeah,
yesterday. That was
yeah,
Starbucks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Starbucks yesterday. I mean, most people know her from the Dream Girl in Big Bang Theory. For you know how it was. You know,
Dressed as Starbuck.
I think she played a brilliant Sarah Connor kind of like character, an older person maybe, so like a mentor to Miss Marvel. You know.
Well, you see, there would be two Ms. Marvels.
No,
No,
like,
but
just like a mentor.
Captain Marvel does have an older mentor.
Well,
Who's
you know,
a
I
pilot, but
think
she
that-
is in her 60s.
Yeah, I think something like that would be better for her, but I just think Emily Blunt, she's just absolutely awesome. She's hot, she looked great in spandex, and you know.
Yeah, no, you're right. I just don't know. I just think they're reaching. I don't know where they're gonna go with that story. You know, it's so many down the line with that, because what I was trying to say was she started out as Ms. Marvel, then she became Concord or Warbird, whatever, binary. She had so many different identities, it's crazy. So now if you just jump into the present, like she's a military woman, that's all they said was that she's, you know, I don't really care. You know, it's not a character that I thought they should have selected out of the whole Marvel universe.
There's a massive female readership who are absolutely dedicated to
Yeah, would you have said that about Guardians of the Galaxy though?
I was a major fan of Guardians 3000.
Yeah, but you would
Yeah, you
never
would have
have
thought that they would want to sell.
and do that well.
Let me just say this, that like coming down there with Doctor Strange coming, and the guy at the Incredible Hulk.
Bruce Banner.
Yeah. What's his name? Mark Ruffalo
Yeah.
as the Incredible Hulk.
No,
Right?
no Incredible Hulk film.
No, I love that, but I would love to see the bringing together
The proper
defenders,
defenders.
the proper defenders,
Go for
Silver Surfer, because they've already shown that they could do it, and Namor, who was sold to Fox.
Now they've got
But who's Namor? What? He's with another
He's
company.
with Fox.
Is he with? No, he's not with Fox.
Same with Fox.
Universal. He's with Universal.
Universal.
Yeah.
But Buffalo, it will be in the defense.
So there's supposed to be I heard that. I heard he'd be in the Defenders TV series.
Right.
Don't even know what they were talking
One thing that we've skipped past completely is the DC slate.
We didn't skip it completely.
We did skip that, so let's just quickly go back to
We
that.
talked about DC TV.
We
but
talked about the
DC movie slate.
Don't make cyborg shit.
No. Momoa, what's his name? Jason Momoa, that man.
Wrong.
I don't know.
He's not
He
blonde.
was awesome in Game of Thrones. I
He
buy
was.
him as a king of a brutal
I would.
issue. I buy him.
I think so.
Arthur Curry.
Yeah, well,
He's not
right, because he's
blonde.
not blonde. I mean, like, unfortunately, I think the reason why they went with him is because he looks like Vincent from Entourage. When they were gonna do, remember in Entourage, they were
And then
gonna,
also
Oh, the James Cameron Aquaman, wasn't it?
yeah, but in Entourage, they were gonna make an Aquaman movie, and they made a whole series about it, with the lead guy, he was, dark haired, and so I think they were looking at that, from Jason Momoa.
Which is
you know,
going to confuse the house.
But he's
Oh,
a huge guy, and I think he will do well with
Yeah, but he doesn't have a hook for hand either.
No.
Like, so.
Yeah, but that happened later when he was bitten by a shark. You know what I mean? Again,
It's
what the hell?
strange, because, to be fair, Aquaman is the most. I'm not a big Aquaman fan. I don't necessarily. The fact that he got his hand bitten off by a shark, which is supposed to be a creature you can control.
I think it was like a human shark.
That sounds a bit sadomasochistic.
No, it was a guy named Charybdis, which is supposed to be a rock and hard place, and you know, I bit his hand off.
I can't wait for that scene where he's getting his toes nibbled by the little fishy.
That whole business has been thrown into
I think like Manimal, he turned himself into a fish once, and the next scene he was eating fish in a restaurant.
I can't
I'm like
believe
used
you
to
told
cannibalism.
Inconsiderous.
I'm thank you, I just wanted to get Manimal references.
Back to the DC movie slate, Shazam.
I'm just gonna step the Captain Marvel.
Shazam. Well, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. With The Rock as Black Adam, not Shazam. Right? I buy it. Why? Because he's always Black Adam. He never changed back into Ted Adam. So Rock won't have to worry about sharing screen time with some kid or some young man or whatever.
Or indeed, that was
Well, he can always Black Man. I can be a Black Adam.
Yeah, I mean, hold on, there's only two modes I've picked up on Black Adam in the latest comic books. There's either angry Black Adam or fighting Black Adam.
Well, there's also Death by Black
Rock
Adam,
does
too.
angry and fighting really well, so just let him go. That's why he's not as like Shazam, you know, he's got to play a bit of a kid with the Shazam character. He's got to play that. He's slightly immature, and he's still kind of like.
Yeah, well, no, I think that's a bad choice in the recent retcon of Shazam. I mean, even giving him the whole international, universal family of orphans, it's a bad choice. I mean, I'm not into the whole power of Shazam, but I think they're going to go back to the original where the Billy Batson, gets the power, but. He's gonna have an enemy of Black Adam, which I think is just fantastic. So Black Adam came first.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, you know.
Oh, Black Adam comes first in the new cinematic version.
No. Technically in the comics, Black Adam came first. Yeah. Ted Adam. He was Ted Adam.
Egyptian or something like that.
Yeah, he was Ted Adam, and he came.
Yeah, but Black Adam didn't come before Shazam.
Technically, if we wanted to do the string theory, you know, back to the future. No.
Why do you keep saying Back to the Future is string theory? There has never been a string
No,
theory.
it's just because Big Bang Theory does it like the strings. Anyway, anyway.
The character of Black Adam did not exist before the character of Shazam, did it?
No.
No, there you go. So that's
All right. Technically, but
That's what I'm
he's
trying to
from 400 years ago.
Yeah.
So he was, you know, in suspended animation. That's what I meant. He came before.
It's like, well,
So they like
Like
Solomon, whatever. The wizard who gave Billy Batson the power really gave him the power because Black Adam was coming back.
so what we've got is basically Black Adam is very much like Apocalypse. A character I really give a shit about. That's the two of them. Age of Apocalypse, Fine. Pop up to the expert. You know, don't like that.
Bringing in, what do you think about them bringing in the Carrie Kelly kind of like Robin?
Yes.
That's a rumor.
Yeah.
It's a rumor.
It's cast. It's cast.
It's cast.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Now,
Yeah.
this is my worry about what DC are doing, and this is my with Marvel. What they've done with their movies is they've built up the story work and they've done all this building thing, and they've looked at the origins and tried to figure out what's going to make a great cinematic universe. Now, DC just seems to be cherry picking the best stories that they've got from there and putting that into a film format.
Do you know what would be great to do that?
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm
that's my worry with Batman vs Superman. Because one of the greatest relationships I have in the comic books is that Batman Superman one, where Superman is permanently astounded by how sneaky and how smart and how well trained and how well disciplined Batman is. And Batman is always completely dwarfed by Superman, and it's that relationship where Superman will run into something and Batman will stay back and plan. And I love that. And
Tower of Babel.
yeah,
Grant Morrison,
so
Tower of
I
Babel.
think the best thing that they could have done with this movie is just remake the Batman Superman animated movie. And that
Well,
is
why
that,
remake it if it's already out there?
well, because it would look so much better cinematic. I'm worried about that. And I love The Dark Knight. I think it's a definitive Batman book. But
It's too soon to do it.
it's too soon to do it.
Yeah, but the Kerry, the Robin girl is a way of doing it. Is the older Batman with the Ben Affleck. And actually, if you think about it, I think that this whole Dawn of Justice, I'm glad they decided to say it's not Man of Steel 2. But the whole Dawn of Justice thing is a way of saying, look, we got all these new seats, all these new powers coming up, and now this alien, and all that kind of stuff. And Batman's thinking, what am I going to do here? And now you got this girl where his boys are probably grown up and, whatever happened to them. So we're getting a great backstory. What I'm trying to say, we're getting a future origin as opposed to a past origin, which I love that idea. And then they decide, you know what, we need to bring all these guys together. And then, you know what, Bruce, you can't do it the way you want to do it. Well, Boy Scout, you can't do it the way you want to do it, and that's the fight. I love it. What about it?
But this is the other thing. This is the thing about it. You're right. That would be brilliant. But which
Dark Knight is an ending.
Yeah, Dark Knight is an ending. And the reason Dark Knight plays off so well is there's that moment where Superman is storming into the alley and just Batman's just covered everything. He's fighting rockets. He's doing everything to dull his senses because he knows Superman coming out. He knows he's going to go in that direction. He knows
entire life and they're the same age.
Yeah. And this is, and they're not, if they just kind of like skip past that knowing thing, it is going to be like, Batman's going to seem like the bully, because Batman will be so well prepared.
The man with no
Superman
power
doesn't know.
versus the man with all power.
It's like
That would be great.
But Batman, in Dark Knight, Batman and Superman are the same age, they've known each other their entire lives, and Bruce Wayne has that time to prepare for anything that could go wrong with Clark. I know as Clark, this Batman is 20 years older than this Superman and doesn't know Clark at all.
Yeah, he doesn't
They have
know
no personal
personality.
relationship. And Dark Knight Red, because the personal relationship they've been built up for so long.
Yeah.
And Batman's distrusting the big boy.
But like you just said, it's not. I haven't really been reading the Superman Batman comics, and everything,
Game of reading Superman's terrible.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So, but I just think that, this will be an excellent, and Dawn of Justice, I'm totally looking forward to. But I think that's the problem with Slate, in talking about the Slate.
When the trailer comes up for Batman vs Superman, I am going to be as giddy as anything. I will have filled the cup. I will have filled up liters. But it's just, I have friends. It's just that they don't watch comic book movies or anything, so I can't talk.
They're not real friends, James.
I'm scared of talking to him ever again. It's just, Mike, I'm be giddy as anything when I see the trailer, and I'll go in there, I'll pay my overpriced popcorn, and I'll pay for my overpriced drink, and I will sit there and get it, and I'll come out thinking it was the best film in the world.
Yeah.
And then
So at least 10 minutes.
and I hope that I come back the following day and watch it again, because I come back the following day and still find enjoyment in it. I'm worried in case they just mess it up by doing
A Dark Knight Rises.
Doing a Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises again.
Yeah.
So anyway, so in closing it out.
Do you know what I found out in the last hour? I don't like comics.
You mean comic books or comedians?
I've obviously been kidding myself all the time because all I'm saying is no, I don't like that, I don't like that, I don't like that. They're shit, they're
but no, that's because you're one of those eclectic people who like what you like and think everything else is shite.
Yeah.
You know, but
I don't understand.
I know people
I don't understand.
I like
it doesn't
everything.
feel that way.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so like it's really good. It's really good anyway for the guys to come back together again, and I think we really did cover the whole bar of DC television, Marvel movie slate, and our interpretations and our hopes and wishes for the future. Main thing as we see that the DC universe actually depends a lot on Batman versus Superman.
And it goes wrong, it's head nowhere.
And the Marvel universe will thrive even if Spider-Man doesn't show up. But you know, hopefully that does happen. We do know it's in plan.
And I'd just like to say that when the world needs us, we will get back together again. I'll always be here.
Oh, quite definitely cool.
And okay, we said that.
That would be fantastic. It could be announced. Can I just